your authentic self is what I feel like is the meaning of life. Once I found out who I really am, I stepped away from doing the things I was, sort of forced to do. And it helped me realign myself with what I actually want to do in my life. You know, when I first started off not even when I first started off, when I was in my life, like I was sort of pushed to keep pursuing soccer. I was sort of pushed to keep going to school and go to college. But end of the day, I didn't feel called to that. Yeah, I love playing the sport, but I lost love, and I sort of felt like it was a job. I was more getting pushed by my parents to do that instead of actually doing something that I actually wanted to do. And same thing with college. Of course, every parent wants you to go to college, but it's tough because I didn't even know what I wanted to do. I was lost. I was really just stuck and scared in a way because I didn't know who I was. I didn't know what I wanted to be. And I'm 17, committing myself to being an entrepreneur, but have no idea where to start, And that's why finding my authentic self, finding out what I actually want to do and how I'm going to impact this world really helped me find my path, And in this video, I want to highlight key aspects, key parts of like where you really want to focus on. Please don't splinter my butt. Step one, how I found out my authentic self. I'm really embracing who and what I wanted to do was I connected myself with God. And I'll be honest, guys, it took a lot for me to actually be connected with Him. Honestly, it took a heartbreak. I got my heart broken back in January, and it was because I relied so much on the girl, which now I know is a really bad thing to do because you really want to rely on God and yourself. You really want to find your love and happiness within. And I honestly, during that time, I was doing my business and stuff like that, but I really had no conviction. I really didn't know what I wanted to do. I was doing SMMA, and I didn't want to help roofers with their Facebook ads. It was such a forced thing. I was doing it because I was told, and I didn't know what to do, really. And I connected myself with God, and I was like, God, I'm here. I always believed in Him when I was younger, but I sort of always shoved Him to the side, unfortunately. But during that heartbreak, I read a passage. I don't know where it was. I forgot what it is, but God always breaks down that foundation that's not with Him. So, you're at rock bottom, and He can build you back up with His. And I truly feel like that's what He did for me. I was able to really step in and align myself with His path, with what He wants me to do. And that really, really helped me get my path straight, Of course, there was trials, tribulations, and stuff like that throughout the journey, but between January and now, I've grown so much. I found out what I actually wanted to do. I'm making YouTube, trying to help other people find their own path as well, find Him, build a foundation, and become a better person. I'm a coach now, got a couple clients, and it feels like it's a flow. I'm not forcing this. It's all coming to me. And it's because, truly, I aligned myself with what God had in store for me. Because, God has that perfect plan. Once you align yourself with that plan, it's already written. All you got to do is just flip to that next page. You know what I mean? And the way I did get connected with Him was more I went to the Bible, of course, started going to church a lot more, and the key thing was I got alone with Him in my room. I would cry to Him. Chill. It's part of the trial. It's part of what you want to do. If you are a guy and you kind of you don't like showing your emotions, it's the healthiest thing you can do. Honestly, whenever you cry, whenever you go through those tough emotions, I truly feel like that's where growth happens, or healing happens. Sorry, both. But so I'd go in my room and just talk with Him. I'm like, man, honestly, I'll be upset. I'll be like, man, God, why you take her away? Or God, what am I gonna do now? Da 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 da. And what really helped me was I asked Him help me understand, or help me find my way. What is my purpose here on this earth? I started asking questions like that instead of why? And it really opened my eyes. I was like, well, I understand now that I relied too much on her, and it's a lesson learned, And now I changed my perspective on the whole thing, where it's before I'd be like, oh, I missed it, or I get upset at the girl, or whatever, all these negative emotions. Now it's more I'm just grateful that it happened, I was grateful that I experienced that, and that whole perspective change really helped me grow and elevate myself, which ultimately got me closer with God. I found more love, more peace within, and started working on myself. Started going to the gym, started doing all these different things, and ultimately became a better person. So that's where my journey honestly began. I know it hasn't been years, like most people have, but I want to start documenting this thing early. And this is in the middle of what I am, where I'm at. I mean, the shirt's a little tight, make me a little bigger than I am. No, I'm playing. But yeah, that's part one. Connecting yourself with God. I really felt like that's how it helped me. Now, number two, really fixing what's going on in here. Like, I was able to really flip my own story. I started being able to. I wrote down my old story. My old story are the things I used to believe in. I'd ask questions. All right, when I see money, what do I think of? It's scarce. It's hard to keep. It runs away from me. All those like stupid beliefs, right? But I promise you, or those thoughts are gonna drive your reality. So once you become aware of those thoughts, you get that piece of paper or you get that whatever you do on your phone, and light it on fire. Throw it away because now you focus. You become aware of that, and now you write down your new story. Money is abundant. Money is everywhere. Money comes to me. It's easy to save. It's easy to invest. It's easy to implore. Whatever. It's easy to make money online. That's one thing that really helped me. And ever since then, like I don't hesitate to spend money. I'm more like I'm abundant. I can do what I want when I want, and money just come back to me because money comes and goes. Another belief that helped, but fixing those beliefs to really help you find your truest and highest self. And the way I did that was also I wrote down who my best version was. Who is the David that's making X amount a month per month, who living at the apartment he wants to live at, who's living the life he wants to live, recording videos. But like, who is that person? Like, how does he walk? How does he talk? What does he believe in? I got so clear on who that person was, and I stepped into that person every single day. I showed up to the gym. I remember it was crazy, man, crazy. For like 2 months straight before school, senior year. Well, this year, senior year, right? End of senior year. Sorry, I'm kind of probably confusing you. Between January and June, that time. Between like February and like April, March area, woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning every single day. Dang near every single day. Me and my friend would go to the gym, and that was a pain. But it helped me build who I really wanted to be. Now I wake up calm 6 o'clock, get to do what I need to do, get work done, and everything's just a flow, But back to what I was saying, the whole 4 a.m. wake up, yes, it was a grind. But I feel like in those beginning stages, most importantly, this is when you want to start really enforcing those new beliefs, that I am disciplined, that I am worthy of money, that I am abundant, and I constantly reinforce those beliefs, and I do that by reflecting at the end of the day. Woke up at 4 in the morning, went to the gym, came back, did my schoolwork, went back home, worked on my business, recorded videos, check, and I stacked those wins, reinforced the belief that I am an entrepreneur, successful entrepreneur at best, or that sounds bad. I was a successful entrepreneur, and all those different things, And so, hopefully it isn't too lopsided. It's not really saying it's leveled, but I'm running out of time. And helped me a lot. Helped me stabilize, kind of build a foundation of who I really need to be. So, person is disciplined, person who has good beliefs, person who does all those different things. Like, it was perfect, And to this day, now if I ever slack off, I'm like, no, I can wake up at 4 if I really wanted to. And every now and then, I haven't done it in a while, I'm not gonna lie, I can wake up at 4 o'clock, hit the gym, go back home, do my work, all those different things, and I'll get it done because that's who I am. But really stabilizing those beliefs. I'm gonna head out. All right. Now, I can barely see my phone. It's that far away. Hopefully I can still see me. Where was I? Yes, I had to change today because when I got sick, I don't know if you can still tell by my voice, I lost my voice for like 3-4 days. And that was a pain in the butt, so I couldn't record, and so I was doing a lot of back end stuff, but whatever. I wanted to talk about your environment. Now, perfect timing. Speaking about environment, right over there are the apartments that I actually want to live at soon. Like, it's gonna happen. It's already done, right? That's what you want to believe in yourself, that it's already done. But like, those apartments, I wanna move to, and it's not too far from my house. Literally, it's like 10 minutes away from my house. But you know, it's like leaving the nest. If you're someone who is still with their parents, if you're someone who's still at home, wherever you're at, wherever you grew up at, finding a new environment, living in a new space, even if it's just like taking a month in a new country. Like, I know people can do that. It's possible. I've seen it so many times. People just take like a month-long vacation and stay in a different country. Like, in those times, people usually grow the most because they usually find their best self. You know what I mean? They find out who they are as a person. And it brings that sort of risk factor, Like, let's say you do rent an apartment for a month. Like, you want to come up with more rent. You're going to look for more ways to make money. And it kind of gets you in that uncomfortable spot. And in this whole apartment specifically, the reason why I want to move here is, one, it's because it's still close to home, so I'm not like too far. I know I just talked about leaving the nest and everything like that, but it's still a beautiful place. Like, you see this scenery around me. You can't really see it, but it's a nice place. The apartments are right there. They're a nice facility. It's very, 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 very classy. You know what I mean? So that's why I wanted to go in there. It's a change, and living on my own is a whole different thing. I've never done that yet, and I feel like that's a major step for me. And I'm still close to home, so I'm still hanging out with my sisters, my family. I'm not too far away, and eventually, yeah, I might go move on abroad. I heard there's cool places in Thailand or Spain or Mexico, and who knows? Maybe I'll just go visit it, or who knows? I might move. Who knows? But that's what I want to start. That's what I wanted to get into here, like changing your environment, going in places like this. And the thing is, like, I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of scared to go here before. Like, I didn't want to go over here and start recording and get in front of the people that I'm like, what is this 18-year-old doing over here, acting like he lives here, right? Someone's coming, I don't. Anyways, it's kind of getting cold out here, guys. I'm not really liking it. Anyways, not that I'm afraid to speak in front of people, but obviously I know, like, end of the day, they don't care. They're going to forget about this thing at the end of the day. So why should I stop recording? But hey, now I got a new camera angle, so I think it all worked out. But next topic. I pretty much finished the whole leaving your nest and stuff like that. You get the gist, Getting a new environment, challenging yourself, getting in the uncomfortable space, and figuring out who you are, Finding out your route, making it happen. And of course, yeah, there's going to be that fear of what if it doesn't happen. There's always a plane ticket back. There's always a route back. You have that safety net to go back to your house. Your parents aren't going to kick you out, unless they do, but you're going to have somewhere to go. Don't freak out. Don't make it so you believe there's nowhere to go, because then you'll find a way to make sure there's nowhere to go. Hopefully that you guys get that. But new topic. Now, I don't believe I talked about this before, which is finding your purpose, And that's why I led it towards getting a new environment. And see, with me, my new environment was just changing how I lived. It was creating this new lifestyle, creating that new authentic life. And one way I started doing that was just, I woke up at 4:30 in the morning, dang near every single day. And that challenged me. Obviously 4:30 is crazy. But it challenged me. Actually, this week I'm gonna be working at 4:30. I'm getting off topic. But yeah, like, just that it brings in that inner self, that inner, like, what am I doing? Kind of makes you aware, conscious. That's one way. You can also just go within. What do you want to do? What is your passions? What are your purposes? What fulfills you, What's giving you that sort of love and peace that nothing's ever even come close to? Whether it's taking care of dogs, whether it's serving other people, whether it's whatever it is, Finding out, dang, I need to drink water. Damn. Anyways, finding out your purpose. I feel like that's the most authentic thing to do. Finding out why you're here, finding out what you want to do in this world. You know, I love this saying. You know, you can say it's cliche, cringy, whatever it is, but like you only live once. You know, I don't like saying YOLO because now that's cringy, but like you really do only live one life. So why live a life where you're being told to do everything that you don't even want to do? You know, and of course, if you want to go in that 9 to 5 route and you actually feel like you're serving other people, whether it's being a doctor, lawyer, or whatever you want to do, sure. I'm not against becoming a 9 to 5. Like, you know, people going 9 to 5. Like, for instance, my mom, like, she loves her job. You know, yeah, it might be a pain in the butt, but she still loves her job. And so that opened my eyes too. I was like, look, not everyone got to be an entrepreneur. You know, I was kind of hard headed with that too. But whatever route you want to go in, as long as you feel good within, I feel like that's where you find your truest form. You find your passion, and you're able to crystallize your vision because you know wholeheartedly that's what you want to do. And see, with me, it was creating content, serving other people. I'm a coach now. I got a couple clients. I'm helping people online just for free, like just giving out as much value as I can. And hopefully, this is another way I provide for everyone. This is another way to make value, and I love it. I do. Like going out here, like I don't know, like seeing the sun in my face, having a different camera angle, you could say, having this amazing mic. I'm just so grateful for everything, and I'm happy that like I was able to take that step to get out of my comfort zone, go in a new environment, like record in front of people, record and post it on social media where everyone can see this, you know. And it's funny, like so many different people I never thought would see this saw it. You know, like I went to a family. It was like a baby shower, and like, dude, like half my aunts, my uncles, my cousins were like, "Yo, I saw your video." Da 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 da. I'm just like, that's crazy, you know. But that's what I asked for, and I love it, like truly. And like they're always saying, like thank you for the advice, or like this really helped me, or even I get comments online, like that's what fulfills me. And of course, I'm doing it in the space for, like it's for God, like it's from God. You know, I'm not doing it just for my own selfish greediness. You know, I really do believe that God has sent me here to do this. That's what it is. That's what your purpose is. What has God sent you here on this world to do? And I believe it's to serve other people like this. You know, change their mindset, build a foundation of success, and live a life they want to live. I want to push people to find themselves. I want to push people to not go into that route that's, you know, they're being forced to go on. Because when I was in high school, I'm getting kind of off topic, I'm so sorry, but when I was in high school, like, it was the same thing. I always saw these kids in school always complaining, man. They're always like, I don't want to go to college. I don't want to do this. And I'm going to tell them, all right, then, don't go to college. And they're like, well, I don't know what else I'm going to do. I just got to go to college. Like, it was more like they're apathetic. I think that's how you say it, apathetic, helpless. And, like, I mean, put a frown on my face. I was like, dang, like, this is really how life is for, you know, 90% of people. But, yeah, that's you know, I guess you could say that's where I found my purpose. And you see how convicted I am with it. Like, I love doing this. I love going out here and recording. Yeah, sometimes I don't want to record. Sometimes I don't want to script. Sometimes I don't want to do this, that, and this. But then I remind myself of why I'm doing it, which could lead me to another part. Why? I made this one super quick because, like, I'm realizing this video's about to be like 30 minutes long, which I don't mind posting, but it's gonna fry my phone, so we're gonna see. Reason why. I just did this with one of my clients, literally today. I asked him, I was like, why do you wanna make that money? Why do you wanna go down this route? You know? And he was like, well, I wanna provide for my family financially. Right? I'm like, okay, well, why do you wanna do that? And it went deeper. I kept asking why. You know, that's like I like the whole like analogy or picture frame thing where it's like the tip of the iceberg is surface level stuff. You know, all that ice below is what really matters, the root of why you're doing everything. And so, I hope I didn't talk about this yet. If I did, dude, like, you can comment down below. I'm a freaking loser because that's so sad. But anyways, yeah, getting down to that root, finding out why. And I'm gonna give you an example. This isn't his example, but let's say it's like you wanna retire your parents. You know, you wanna release that stress off their shoulders. You saw that. And you also you wanna be able to provide. You could say. That's a lower down, right? That's why. Well, why do you want to release stress off their shoulders? And it's like, well, I don't want my parents coming home anymore, crying to each other and whatever. complaining to each other, getting mad at each other because they can't afford bills, they can't put food on the table, they can't provide, they can't get the things that, me and my siblings wanted. Seeing that brings pain. That's like, dang. I rhyme, sorry, but that brings pain. That's like, dang, like, I don't want to see that happen anymore. I want to make a difference. I want to keep doing what I got to do. And so over the course of time where I don't want to go out and record, where I don't want to script, where I don't want to do the back end stuff, whatever, I remind myself, why am I doing this? And another one for me is like, I'm doing it for my sisters. I have 2 younger sisters. I'm the oldest. Yeah, I thought I said something stupid, but I'm the oldest, right? One that's 13 and one that's 3. I know, a big difference. But I want to be a role model for them. I want to show them that in this world anything is possible. And so when it comes to becoming an entrepreneur and making millions online, and that's my high-end, long-term vision, I want to show them that it's possible. And so if my sister wants to become a singer, a dancer, or my sister wants to become a lawyer, a doctor, whatever they want to do. I don't know what my youngest one obviously wants to do, but my sister, she wants to become a singer and a dancer. And so I'm like, well, you can do it, And the thing is, it's like, since I'm doing what I want to do, my parents, thankfully, they're not like too bad on me. Yeah, they are like, come on, you make some bread or whatever. But I'm still making that happen. But it's more like I'm still able to do what I want to do, And I think me being able to do that, I'm already inspiring them to go for what they want to go for. And obviously, yeah, I know my sister's only 13, so she's not like too old yet. But once that time comes, she's gonna look back on this time where I was going out recording, putting my face in front of the camera, doing what I wanted to do, and not going that traditional route where everyone gets forced to go, So hopefully we can look back on that. But I'm gonna end this video here. If you have any more questions, please feel free to DM me on Instagram, Day Talks. I'll link it in the description down below. And yes, also, if you did make it made it this far in the video, thank you. I really appreciate it. Hopefully I was able to serve you in any sense. But yeah, why not? I'll offer my coaching here. If you made it to the end of this video, DM me anything. Say, hey, I made it to the end. I'd love to be coached by you, right? And honestly, we'll get in talks, see how I can help you. Maybe get in a call, I'm here to help. I'm here to help you guys find your purpose, find your authentic self. Now, trust me, if you want to move like this, you want to feel this freedom, I know you can feel my energy. I'm convicted that I can help people. I have conviction that I can help people. That's how you say it. I'm not convicted. But I know I can help you. And so, if you are interested in working with me, feel free to DM me anytime. I do my best to check my requests, but it's hard for me to see it sometimes. Instagram's kind of dumb. But yeah, if anything, comment down below. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thank you.